draft, set, and collector boxes. With a continuous amount of choice you have in regards to buying product from Magic the Gathering, and specifically for Dominaria United, also including a Jumpstart box as well, we're going to go over what each one contains and hopefully help you make a choice for this set. Welcome on in, Dragonfolk. I hope you are all having a fantastic day as always. I'm Ashen Wings, and I am here to deliver what information I have to all of you. But before we get started, I just wanted to go ahead and remind everybody that my opinion is not the only opinion on the internet, and my knowledge is not the only knowledge on the internet. So please check other sources and have an open mind. It's important to have that. And hopefully I can, talk amongst all of you in the comments below, and we can just have a great time. I love connecting with everybody, whether or not they agree or disagree with my statements for things. Well, I guess they're really opinions, they're not statements, but that's kind of what I mean. So what we're going to talk about today is the contents of each pack that you can open in Dominaria United. So you, of course, like I said before, you have draft packs, which are just staple. That's where all the limited format stuff like draft and sealed come from, or draft packs. You then have set booster packs, which contain an art card and some stuff from the list. Then you have the collector booster packs. The collector booster packs are the more expensive pack with a bunch of all the extra special arts and types of cards in them. And then for Dominaria United came the release of the Jumpstart booster packs. So Jumpstart is for Dominaria United specific in this, in this special occasion. So, of course, there is a standalone Jumpstart product, but this is Dominaria United Jumpstart. So it's kind of a way for you to get a feel for how the keywords and how the decks work, how some of the cards work in a smaller scale and more casual. So that's a fun thing. But we're going to kind of go over each one and kind of see what you're looking to get and move on from there. So, of course, for a draft booster box, you are going to pay significantly less than a collector booster box. It's usually right around half of the price, if not a little bit less. And a draft box, you get 36 packs. So you get more packs out of it. It's 15 cards a pack. So the draft box is one that you want to get for limited things, such as if you want to play drafts with your friends, or if you want to play sealed with your friends. You can also do it if you just want to try and collect more of the set. The only downside with the draft booster boxes is that draft packs only contain usually about one rare or mythic. It is a rare occasion that there are two rares or mythics, but usually it's just one. So it's hard to collect a lot of the higher power cards in there, but it is not too shabby. I would say if you are just starting to collect Magic the Gathering, or even just starting to play, and you want there to be like an introduction to you getting a lot of cards, and you want to do something with like your friends, then opening a box of this and doing like a draft, or even if you just want to crack packs with your friends, the draft box will be fun. You do also get the box topper in every one of these boxes. So the box topper contains a rework of a legendary creature from Legends, the 1994 set. So those box toppers are going to be available in every single box you buy. I don't think they come in the Jumpstart boxes, but they will be in the draft, set, and collector boxes. And those are just reworked Legends, like I had said. They'll be for Eternal formats only, so Commander, Legacy, and Vintage. That's what the box toppers will be used for. So unfortunately, your box topper can't even be used for Standard. But it will have a use in Commander. A lot of these cards that are getting their new versions of themselves are actually really cool and have some neat new abilities. And every single one of them can be a commander. They can be a commander. If you wanted to make a commander deck based around any of these box toppers, you could do that. So, kind of a fun little thing. But that's the draft box. We'll move on to the set box now. So the set box is, again, it comes with, I believe, 30 packs in it. And so in those 30 packs, there are 12 cards per pack. You get a art card, which may or may not have a gold stamp on it. Then, of course, you have the list card in the back. The list card is rare. Usually it's like a token or some other kind of thing, but I think 1 in every 5 packs or something is supposed to be a list card, however they set it. So, and the list is a 300 card list, quite literally, of a bunch of cards that are, reprints, but with the little Planeswalker symbol in the bottom left of it. So the list cards are pretty extensive. I'm not too sure whether or not we actually have a list confirmed for this set yet, what it is, but I'm going to go ahead and check for you right now. Well, it doesn't seem that I can actually find anything in regards to it, so I'm curious to see what there is actually going to be as far as the list goes. But usually, like I said, it's a list of 300 cards, and it ranges from commons to mythics from a bunch of different sets, but usually they come from sets that kind of, they reflect the flavor of the set that they are being printed in. So I'm assuming a lot of stuff from like old Dominaria things, and even maybe some new stuff that they want to throw in there. But for the most part, it's pretty cool. The list is another way to find these certain cards, but do I think it's necessary and it's worth it, right? You get less cards in a pack, and one of them is an art card that you're probably never going to use unless you want to make like murals out of them. So, they're a thing. They tend to be right around the same price as a draft booster box as well. Maybe a little bit more expensive, like $5 or something. So keep that in mind if that's something you want to pick up. Then we're going to go ahead and go into the collector booster boxes. So the collector booster boxes normally are about double the price of a regular draft or set booster box. And that is because while there are only 12 packs in there, each pack contains 15 cards. And the amount of rares and mythics and special cool foil art cards and stuff tends to be through the roof. So it's definitely the collector's booster, you know what I mean? So if you are a collector, collector boosters are definitely going to be the way to go as far as cracking open these things. We do also have the Legends cards that are going to be in the collector boosters for this set. So I'll go over everything that's in each individual set as we go, but I just kind of want to get a base level off for these things. So the collector boosters obviously are more expensive because they have more flair and you get a better chance at more rare cards. So, and there's like some cards in there that you're unable to get in set and draft boosters. But again, we'll talk about those later. So then we move on to the Jumpstart booster boxes. So Jumpstart is a way for people to play where you just take 2 packs. Each pack contains 20 cards. You slap them together, you shuffle, and then you play your opponent who does the exact same thing. And this essentially allows you to get a feel for the set, gives you a nice little idea of what it contains, and it's a nice way to collect some of the cards from Dominaria United, because it seems like they're going to have cards from the set in Dominaria United Jumpstart booster packs, but there are also going to be rares that are not available in the Dominaria United booster packs. So they're only going to be available in the Jumpstart booster packs. Jumpstart's just a fun little thing. I'm not going to touch too much on it. It's kind of like the beginner product. So if you're just getting into Magic the Gathering and you saw Dominaria United and you were like, wow, I would love to get a piece of that, but I don't know how to really play. Pick up a Jumpstart, pick up 2 Jumpstart packs, and then have your friend pick up 2 Jumpstart packs, and then just read the cards and battle each other and see how that works out. And if you have any ruling issues, you can go ahead and ask anyone on YouTube. I'm certain they will have an answer for you. With all of these different, boxes that you could have essentially in your arsenal, what really drives people to choose certain boxes over another, right? There are also some fantastic card types, card variants that they call them, in these sets, and a lot of them are pretty sought after. I think just about every single one of them are absolutely beautiful. I want to touch into what is available in what boxes or what packs and what is not. So I'm going to show an example. This here is a basic full art land from this set. It's the showcase art stuff. You are guaranteed to get these in every collector booster pack, and I believe you're able to get one in every set booster pack. And then I believe the chances of you finding one of these in your draft booster pack are like 35% or something. And so you can find these in every single one of these boxes. But they only come in non-foil and traditional foil. And you are guaranteed a traditional foil version of it in every collector booster pack. So if you want these to be, only foil, and you want to get all of these in foil, you want to get a whole deck full of foil lands in this stained glass art, don't open packs for them. Don't open packs for them, all right? I'll say it again 8,000 times. Don't open packs for them. Just buy them online. Unless you are personally already planning on cracking a bunch of collector boosters, don't go hunting for these, even though they're a guarantee in those, in those packs. Other people will open collector boosters, and other people will list them for sale. Those people will then get undercut by other people, and you'll be able to buy them. So keep that in mind. But just know that they are available in every single box, other than, you do get one in the Jumpstart draft, or the Jumpstart booster boxes as well. Every pack should contain one stained glass showcase land based on its color. So that's kind of neat. You're at least guaranteed them in every single pack. But if you're hunting for them, don't. They're basic lands. Do with what you have for right now, and then as you go on, if you want to substitute the lands out of your commander deck with these, you can do that. Next on the list is the showcase cards. So every set kind of has a showcase, variant of a card. I believe all of the legendary creatures in here have a showcase variant. So the showcase, again, much like the basic lands that you had just seen, are in a stained glass art. So these stained glass ones are available in every single pack in Dominaria United. So draft, set, and collector. And they're available in non-foil and traditional foil for both. So if you wanted to get them in foil or non-foil, they're available in every single one of these packs. So no fret about getting those specifically. There's probably going to be a whole ton of them. But there are some uncommon ones, rares, and mythics. So obviously the mythics are going to be a little harder to find in their showcase rarity. Then after that, you have the borderless cards. So from what I can tell, according to the article, which I will have in the description down below, so you can absolutely check out. According to the article, borderless cards are available in every single pack. So you can get packs in draft and possibly pull a borderless card. You can get a set booster pack and possibly pull a borderless card, and you can probably pull a borderless card in the collector packs as well. So those will be available in non-foil and in traditional foil for all of the borderless cards. That includes the land cycle as well as the planeswalkers, and a few other cards got a borderless treatment too, so look out for those. And then the final thing that you can get in every single pack, as far as I can tell, because it doesn't say on this little diagram here that I'm looking at over here on the screen, is that the Phyrexian versions of cards you can find in any pack. So much like they did with Streets of New Capenna, with Urabrask, you were able to find Phyrexian versions of the card in draft, in set, and in collector booster packs. So those are something to look forward to. That's obviously Phyrexian text stuff is very much so. I would say it's a collector's piece in and of itself, especially in foil or whatever the highest variant of foil it has. So definitely something to look out for. Unfortunately for Ajani, because Shieldred got her Phyrexian art in just her base set and not in her showcase stuff. But Ajani got 5 different arts for himself, one of them being Phyrexian, and it not even being full art. Is there one? Maybe, but I don't believe there is, and frankly, that's unfortunate. I would rather have the full art of Johnny be Phyrexian than the base art, but I guess they did that with Tameo too, so who's to say? So now we're going to go on to the other cards that are available only in the collector booster boxes. So I want you to count this up for me, and I let you know how many things are available in the collector booster boxes and see how ridiculous it is. So starting with the Legends Retold. So those box toppers, right? When you open a box, you get a box topper. It's a Legends card. It's in foil. But it's reworked, right? A reworked Legends card. So it's a legendary creature, only for Eternal formats, guaranteed to be in foil. But you can get these same Legends in non-foil, for some reason, and foil etched in the collector packs. So you can get a better version of these cards in their foil etched version in the collector booster packs. So if you want your box topper to be in a better foiling, then I would say buy singles. Just wait for somebody else to pull it, because it's not worth the chase. And frankly, there's only 20 of them, so it's not even that many to collect. The next thing that we have on there is the infamous textured foils. So textured foils are only available in collector booster packs. Textured foils, you remember that term from Double Masters 2022, right? Double Masters 2022 came out with textured foils, and those textured foils apparently were such a hit over at Wizards that they were like, we should just get a whole bunch of them, right? Every one of the showcase legendary creatures, right? Every single one of them, in their showcase art, their stained glass art, has a textured foil version of itself. And you are guaranteed, with a capital G, to get one textured foil card per collector booster pack. Now, I don't know what the ramifications of that are going to be, but if it's like anything else that is a guarantee, much like the Mystical Archives, that means that these textured foils are not going to be anywhere near as sought after, because there's going to be a plethora of them with so many people opening so many collector booster boxes. So if you're looking to get this showcase art in textured foil, they're probably going to be pretty cheap. Now, granted, you can get Shieldred and some of the other cool legendary creatures in their stained glass art in textured foil. I don't think it'll be a lot, though. I think there will be an overabundance of them. I think they will go for, maybe $5 at the most on the market, depending on how the players treat these cards, and we'll see from there. And more importantly, as everybody knows, the only thing that is available in collector booster packs themselves is the Lost Legends slot. So the Lost Legends slot, again, is going to be a card from common to rare of a pool of 244 cards that will be slotted in 3% of every collector booster pack. So the chances of you getting one are low. But the cool part about this is that normally you would think something like this would replace like a mythic at the end of the pack, right? But guess what? This actually will take the place of one of the common cards in a collector booster pack. So that means that this is essentially a free slot that is added in to your collector booster pack, which is pretty wild considering, you get all this awesome stuff at the end of this pack, and then you have a 3% chance of having a card from 1994 that isn't from the list or anything put into the front of your pack in a common slot. So pretty neat. I think it's kind of cool to see that. Obviously the Legends stuff is pretty sought after, but again, if you're looking to, if you open this and you open a Legends card and you're like, oh man, I want to open more of these collector booster boxes to buy these Legends cards, don't. Just buy the singles from Legends. You can buy them near mint for like under $1 for at least like a decent amount of the commons. And then as you move into the uncommons, they come to be like, a couple bucks here and there. And then into the rares, you get a little higher and higher in price. But, everybody's looking for the Tabernacle of Pendrell Vale, which is going to be a $4,000 card, maybe, if the market allows it to be a $4,000 card if one is pulled. That's what people are looking for. Don't spend your kind of money cracking open all of these collector booster packs, specifically searching for a rare Legends card. Don't do that. If you want to open collector booster packs, great. They're fun to open. There's a lot of spice in them. It's really cool to see all the awesome art and the different foilings and so on and so forth. But guess what? It's not going to be worth your money. You should rather just buy one instead. Buy a single card from it, and that'll work out. Another thing, actually, that is also in collector booster packs that I completely forgot to mention is extended art cards. So extended art cards are much like the commander cards that you get in the precons. There are some of those cards, as well as some cards in the Dominaria United set, that just have their borders kind of gone. And it's an extended art. Not a borderless, not a full art, but extended art. So they just take the borders away from the sides of the picture and let the art continue on through. So that is, let's count them, how many different variants of cards you can find in a Dominaria United collector booster. An extended art, a Lost Legends, a textured foil, and a foil etched Legends Retold card. On top of borderless cards, showcase cards, stained glass lands, and Phyrexian cards. And commander cards, and commander cards too. 8 different kinds of cards in variants, in differing variants that you can find in collector boosters. So if you're really trying to get your deck to look really pretty, or you're really looking to find all the prettier cards and the more sought after, eventually more sought after cards in Dominaria United, the collector booster boxes are the way to go. But we'll go ahead and get over. We'll end this video by telling you guys this. All right, I'm going to rank them to let you know. This is a hypothetical situation in which you have money. Okay, this is a hypothetical situation. If you do not have the funds to buy a box of Magic the Gathering, do not proceed to buy a box of Magic the Gathering in lieu of being like, oh, it's going to go up in price, or like, oh, I just want to do this so I can have fun with friends. You need to be smart, all right? Don't just go buying Magic the Gathering because your friends are doing it, or some YouTuber on there said you're going to make millions of dollars if you buy collector boxes and keep them sealed. Do not, if you cannot afford them, do not even think about buying them. So, with that being said, in this hypothetical situation, if I am to purchase a box, I would purchase collector booster boxes first. But I would not open them. And the reason I wouldn't open them is because they have 4 different variants of cards that you can only find in collector booster boxes, and they have a Legends card in them, which, mind you, is a card from 1994 and will eventually, just like the thought of there possibly being a Tabernacle of Pendrell Vale, a $4,000 card in one of these packs, is enough to get people to want to pay a premium price down the road when this set is out of print. So I would never open a collector booster box of Dominaria United unless one of you decide, hey, I want to open one and I would love to pay the cost at a discount, and you open it on your channel and then just send me the goodies. Then I'll open one. I'll open one for you guys. But I personally would not buy one and then open it. It's just not in the cards. Then, after that, I would buy draft booster boxes. And the only reason I buy draft booster boxes at this current moment is because I don't know what the list entails. If I found out that the list was actually something super crazy, I would change that from the draft to the set box. But the draft box has a collectability to it as well, because you're able to draft with it. You can't draft with the collector booster box. You can't draft with a set booster box, but you can draft with a draft box. And it's the equivalent of buying a bunch of cards and also having a party game attached to it. So that is, from a gathering aspect, something that I like. So that's where I would put it at number 2. And then number 3, if you were to buy a box, you should buy a set booster box. And the reason I say that is because a set booster box does guarantee you a foil in every pack, and you do have access to the list. And I guarantee you there's at least going to be something on that list that is going to be worth it, regardless if 200 of those cards are nasty uncommons that nobody cares about. There will be cards on that list that will be worth it, and if you happen to pull one, great. If you don't happen to pull one, you at least have a better chance of pulling some rarer stuff. Usually there's about anywhere from like 2 to 3 rares or mythics in a set booster pack. So you at least have an opportunity to get more of those rare cards, which is good. And then, of course, final at the bottom, I would put the Jumpstart booster boxes. And the reason I would say that you shouldn't buy an entire box of Jumpstart is because it should be a fun little thing that you like play around with, right? Once we find out what these like special cards are that are in the Jumpstart boxes that are not in Dominaria United, I would hope that they would be good, right? I hope that they're so incredibly good. I'm talking like Allosaurus Shepherd and Craterhoof Behemoth level good, to the point where people are like, wow, I need to start buying Jumpstart and cracking those open for big packs. But will that ever happen? Probably not. I'm certain they're not going to, pump them up a whole bunch, because it's not about printing a whole bunch of different reprints and slapping them in there and making a new kind of dueling environment. It's about getting you hyped for the entirety of the rest of Dominaria United, without you having to buy an entirety of a box to be able to duel, right? I think it's more of like an event for LGSs to run at their store. So, if you really want, you can buy 4 packs for much less than the price of a box, and you and a buddy can slap them together, make a deck, and you'll be able to enjoy Jumpstart for what it is, and then take home the spoils. And that's entirely it. So that is my entire list. Obviously, if you're buying any of these things and you don't care to play paper at all, keep everything sealed. If you are going to be playing paper, right, if you want to actually open a box and get cards for your collection or for your decks, even though personally I think opening a box to try to gamble to find cards that you want is pretty bad, I understand the fun behind it, right? There's a gambler's premium for this kind of thing. So if you're opening boxes to get the good stuff, right, to get a whole bunch of cards for your new decks for Standard, I suggest opening draft packs. Draft booster boxes are going to be so much better. They're cheaper. You get 36 packs, which nets you a whole bunch of cards. Not only that, but it's good for Pauper, because you get a lot of commons out of it too. So any of these commons that are coming from Dominaria United that would be good in Pauper, you can utilize those too. But not many of you play Pauper, and hopefully I can change your mind on that. But anyway, that is the end of today's video. So thank you so much for allowing me to rant in your ear and keep your attention for more than 5 minutes. And let me know down in the description below what you guys think about this, right? Are they making too many things exclusive to collector booster boxes, or are they just, are they just playing to the fact that it is a more expensive product, so you're going to get more things out of it? So it's up in the air. I'm not too sure how it's going to really work out, but I think at the end of the day, like I said, if you have the money to buy a collector booster box and you are going to keep it sealed, you're going to do okay. Anything else is just you having fun. So that's the important part. But while you're down there leaving that comment, make sure to like the video. Also subscribe to the channel as well if you have not already. I like to make all of this knowledgeable content for you guys, so that way we are all on the same page and we know kind of what comes in what. I know with there being 8,000 different kinds of variants, it's hard to know what comes in what set. And, if you want to get the Phyrexian version of Shieldred, where do you find it? If you want to find the textured foil cards, where do you find them? If you want to find the foil etched versions of a Legends Retold card, where can you find it? The answer to all of those is just buy collector booster boxes, because every variant is in collector booster boxes. But not many people can afford those all the time. So I understand when, you can't buy something and you're trying to look for a certain thing, just buy the singles. Somebody out there will pull it, and you can make that yours for just a couple clicks on TCGPlayer. So thank you guys so much. Make sure to check out the description as well for our Patreon. We've got some fun little tiers for everybody, and I like to do some pack openings every month for our gemstone patrons. And I hope to do that for you in the future as well, if you choose to support me in a way that is more than just hitting that subscribe button and liking the video. So thank you again so much. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all very soon. All right. Nerd out. You want to say hi to everybody, Gadget? Yeehaw. Mwah.